My name's Lindsay, and this is Lana. I think I really first started smoking when I was working in the hotel when I was about 17 or 18, because basically if you're a non-smoker you didn't get a break, and it was kind of like, right, well, the only way to get a break really is to join all the people and the managers that smoke. So I think it was, a reason like that. It was never peer pressure or anything like that. It was just a case of, I can remember sort of trying it at a party and hating it, but then just progressively smoking more and more, working long hours in the hotel, so you really wanted a break really. So I just thought, well, I will. I think basically I've tried to quit quite a lot of times because I always thought I'm quite a controlled person. I didn't like the thought of being controlled by something else. And I think one of the things that drives me mad, people always think that they're in control, but I knew that it wasn't. It's an addiction like anything else, and I just didn't want something. The money of it, the health benefits. I've always been a regular gym goer, eating a reasonable healthy diet, and yet I used to sit outside the gym and have a cigarette, and I just thought, this is just crazy. I can always remember one time after I'd given up obviously when I was pregnant, and then I started again just for a very, very short time, obviously not in the house around my daughter or anything like that, more of a, quite a stressful period when I first had her, and it was like an escape for one cigarette a day to get outside and leave the crying baby with my husband. And I remember one of the girls in my antenatal group saying she knew that I'd started smoking again because I'd lost that glow that I usually had, and I was a bit like, what? And I think just the smell on other people of smoking, and I thought, my goodness, I used to smell like that all the time. And I think, why do women get ready to go out and put makeup and perfume on and then go and smoke? Oh, everything. Just not being out of breath as much when I used to. I mean, I could do twice as much in the gym. Okay. I can do twice as much in the gym. I say not that smell on your clothes and everything as well. I even obviously, notice on my daughter if I've been around, grandparents or anyone who smokes, I can smell it in her hair and that. And I think on a child, it's just awful because it's just, associating that with a little one. Setting an example to her as well, really. I think the biggest thing for me was I wanted to set an example, whether it's through exercise and giving your child a good diet and everything. And I thought I'd feel a complete hypocrite then saying, well, actually, she knows they're called dirty cigarettes because, Daddy smokes and Grandad does, and what do cigarettes do to you, Lana?
Make me poorly.
They'd make you poorly, that's right. I think that one of the other big incentives for giving up was obviously having a good positive influence, obviously, on my daughter. I think it's one of those things, maybe it's a bit sorry, but I can't stand to see people pushing babies in a buggy and having a cigarette. I never ever did that because I thought, well, I don't want to inflict that on her. And she understands now she's older that, we have exercise, we have a healthy diet, and I wouldn't want to then say to her, well, but then Mummy has a cigarette that she knows makes you poorly, really. And, I want her to have a healthy life, really, so I've got to try and lead by example, really. And I think one of the best things is obviously that I'll have a longer life to spend with my family.